What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for another Amonkhet draft. This pack is quite good and pretty interesting. So, Pool is a pretty solid card. I don't think it's better than Decimator Beetle though, despite Beetle being double colored. Start Finish is pretty good too, double colored too, and True Heart Duelist is very strong and only white, and these four cards are better than all the uncommon, though I could imagine Manticore of the Gauntlet being better than Pool. It kind of depends on what you want to be doing, but being able to cast Pool for a lot in this set in limited is pretty difficult. Decks are quite aggressive, and even though I don't mind playing blue, it's still the weakest color. So I believe the uncommon are all better options than Pool. Pick one, pack one. I'm just gonna go with Beetle. It's double colored, but it's very strong. It plays well into a very good archetype, and it's a sweet card too. Here we'll probably go with Soul Stinger. Warrior is decent, but Soul Stinger is really great in the black-green -1 counter deck. Definitely better than Vizier. Stamina is fine, but I think you'd rather pick Solid Creature before you pick Tricks. Then you have Initiate. Trial of Knowledge has decent option in blue or white, but Soul Stinger looking pretty sweet. And Soul Stinger is also quite important because if you are playing green-black, you probably have a deck slightly slower than most aggressive decks, and Soul Stinger is the card that lets you survive and make sure you can block stuff and not die. It's one of the better defensive creature in the set, if not the best defensive creature, and it's just very good at keeping you alive until you can start decimating stuff, casting some sandworms and whatnot. And again, it synergizes very well with Nest of Scarabs and any -1 counter synergy out there. And we'll, continue to pick Soul Stinger. Sandworm's pretty good, but I think I like Soul Stinger more here. And I'm pretty happy to pick it. Well, that's a 4-speed Cartridge of Strength, which is nice. The card is great. It's just the best card in the pack, and we are already incentivized to play green, so sounds good. I think it's the second Cryptic Serpent we see in a row, so someone might get a sweet blue spell deck with, 2 serpents, Pull from Tomorrow, and this kind of things, but I'm pretty happy with my black-green so far. Greater Sandworm or Supernatural Stamina? I think Stamina is much better trick than Shed Weakness, even if you have -1 counter. It works super well with Soul Stinger. I've been very impressed with that card lately. Sandworm might just be better, though. It's close. Stamina is really sweet. And black-green deck typically don't really need the Sandworm, I think, to win. Yeah, earlier I think I would have picked the Sandworm pretty much every single time, but I've been very impressed with Stamina. I think it's a great trick in the black-green deck, so I'm just gonna go with that. Colossopede or Initiate's Companion. Never been a big fan of Companion. I'll just go with Colossopede. Wasteland Scorpion is fine. Best cards here are red. That's a pretty late Emberhorn Minotaur. Chart here is good, but it's double colored, so pack 1 you can expect those to go pretty late, potentially. And even pack 2 and 3 depending. But that's quite a late Minotaur. Well, Quarry Howler is lovely here. At some point we might need to start picking some Dune Beetles and whatnot to make sure we just don't die. But again, Soul Stinger is really good at grinding opponent and making sure you don't die even if they have a Rimvol. So I don't feel too bad right now, and hopefully we can pick a couple defensive to drop a little bit later on. Vizier is pretty good. I don't think we'll play it in this deck. We already have 3-4 drop that are all better, and this is typically good in black-red or black-blue, not so much in black-green. I think there's a higher chance I want Disinter's Deliverance. Pretty late Manticore, by the way, but we're not doing that. I'm happily gonna pick another Stamina. If there's a go-wide deck with a Ketra's Monument and whatnot, I could see playing Curse. but certainly not something I want to main deck. Labored Heart, I think, is a pretty good main deck option. I don't think I'll play Shed Weakness because I'd rather play Stamina as my 1-mana tricks, and I don't want to stack up too many tricks. At this point, I think I want a couple more Removal because 1 cartouche is not a lot. Some 2 and 3 drop, and you know, the deck is shaping up to be pretty good. Like, we already have kind of the late game, the Value Engine, the Soul Stinger, the big creatures. I mean, it's early in the draft, but we have a lot of what we need to do in the later game, and now we just need to make sure we survive early on, and yeah, deck should be pretty solid. Interesting. Heartpiercer Manticore is very good. We are not going out of black-green though, I believe. Start finish you don't really want to splash for. I mean, I'm fine being white and having a bit of black maybe to finish and still be fine because, you know, 3 mana for 2/1/1 Vigilance at instant speed is a fine playable in limited. But I don't really want to, you know, splash for the white part, obviously. Seems pretty bad. I think the pick is either Lord of the Accursed or Splendid Agony. Both are much better than Scorpion or Sandworm, I believe. And it's kind of weird because, well, Lord is the strongest card, but here I'm not sure we are going to play many zombies, and Splendid Agony is actually pretty good in this deck. It's good defense against aggressive deck that plays Entanglers, Inciter, and whatnot. And if we somehow get a Nest of Scarab, which we might be the only player at the table being able to use that, then it's going to be gorgeous. So I think I'm actually going to pick that, despite Lord being the strongest card. I don't think Lord is going to shine here. Where Splendid Agony is solid, help us survive to the later game, and gets just awesome if we get a Nest. At this point we need 2 drop more than 4 drops. I don't think Giant Spider is an option, and I believe Warrior is just much better than Mummy unless you have a ton of zombie synergies. Gustwalker probably the best card here. I don't think I'm going to try to splash for Bounty. I'm just happy to pick a solid 2 drop here. Another Cartouche of Strength, sweet. I'd be happy to add Naga Vitalist, maybe even Festering Mummy, Wandering Death, maybe Trial of Ambition if I have 2 Cartouche in my deck, but this is definitely the Cartouche here. Okay, we got a Vitalist anyways, which is really cool. And hopefully we can pick up a Wandering Death a little bit later, that'd be nice. Another Agony, alright, cool. Well, that's nice. Stinging Shot, very main deckable, at worst an excellent sideboard option. Alright, well, we are looking pretty good removal-wise. I think 2 Splendid Agony, 2 Cartouche, plus, well, I guess Soul Stinger is sometime a removal, Labored Heart, Stinging Shot. We don't need a lot more of these, we just want some more creature, but the deck is overall shaping up very well. Like, a Nest of Scarab would be awesome, but I feel like each time I have a good deck to play Nest of Scarab, I'm not getting any Nest of Scarab. And each time I'm not playing a Nest of Scarab deck, I see thousands of Nest of Scarab. So, you know, it's kind of a hate-love game with Nest of Scarab and me. In any case, I'm really happy to pick another Vitalist here. When you are playing red-green aggro or white-green aggro, Bitterblade Warrior is often a better 2-drop, but in a deck like that, you'd rather have Naga Vitalist, I think. Now, that's a late start finish. Do we need Dune Beetle? Sometimes it's necessary, but I have 3 very solid 2-drops, so I might just not need the Beetle. I might want a second Stinging Shot for the side. I don't think I'm gonna what? This wield? The hell? Well, even if I don't have a ton of zombie, I might still play it. Card is really strong. No one's playing black-white, it looks like. Black-white zombie. Well, maybe this is what we should be playing, but I mean, we got 2 Vitalists, 2 Cartouche of Strength, a couple solid creatures. We first pick a Beetle. I don't think being black-white would have been that much better than black-green. Giant Spider looking decent here. I have a Lord of the Accursed, but I'm not going to play Miasmic Mummy here. I don't think it's very good. Festering Mummy I can play, though. It's decent with the Lord, and pretty good with -1 counter synergies. Pretty good at keeping you alive, too. Companion's playable, I guess. Well, we almost have a complete deck. Like, imagine you play that, it's not embarrassing. It's clunky because there's a lot of trick and not many creatures, but this is a playable deck. Like, you had 17 land, you know, that's fine. I can see 3-0ing with that. There's enough removal, enough stuff. But the trick is this was only pack 2, so we have one more pack to get good things like, you know, another Beetle. Maybe this even wheels, though I'm not sure it's gonna happen. This pack is not so great unless you are white. In any case, the second Beetle is a delight. I think Watchful Naga is looking decent here. I kind of like that card in general, more than Sandworm or Beetle. The difficulty with this deck is gonna be cutting cards, because we'll end up with way too many playable. I feel like a Lord of the Accursed is right now in the sideboard, as weird as it may sound. Labor the Heart is very cuttable. Companion is highly cuttable. Can definitely cut a shot. Shed Weakness, yeah. I think we'll find room to add some more powerful cards, but this is nice. Double Beetle, double Soul Stinger, love it. Well, Baleful Amit is also amazing, and we can definitely use a 3-drop. Alright, that's great. I'm just sad we don't have a Nest of Scarab, but the deck is just looking gorgeous, so I'll take it. And there's the Nest. Is it even good? I've been talking about Nest from the beginning, but maybe it's not even good here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 things that would counter. It's very good with Splendid Agony, very good with Beetle, and very good with Soul Stinger. And we are pretty likely going to wheel a Kudu. So yes, baby. Alright, sure. At this point we might just call Color Speed. I don't want to have too many 5-drop, and 3 feels like a good number. Triple Beetle, yes baby. That deck looks awesome. Another Baleful Amit. Alright. Oh lord. Double Amit, double Vitalist, double Soul Stinger, triple Beetle, triple Splendid Agony. Doom Dissenter is looking good here with 2 Baleful Amit. Oh yeah, it's looking really nice, and we can definitely use a 2-drop, but I don't believe it's better than Splendid Agony. Oh my god, this deck though. Yeah, whatever. I think Beetle is pretty good here. I think the only weakness here is us dying before we can do our crazy things, so I think an extra 2-drop seems decent. I think Wasteland Scorpion, while being good, is not necessary. I think all of our other 3-drop are better. And with 3 Agony, we kind of have a ton of things to do on turn 3. So I believe we can cut that. And yeah, I like that. I definitely like that. This deck is looking quite insane. The Kudu. Kudu is pretty good here. Now, do we want to play it? Maybe have a Stinging Shot? Hooded Brawler? Pick 13? It's not even... we might just not play it, which is crazy. Festering Mummy is not great, but we need to make sure we leave early on, and it plays pretty well with the -1 counter synergies. Stinging Shot we can leave in the side, I guess. I guess we got Brawler. We have a little bit too many 3-drop, I guess. I mean, a lot of that is just removal, so I guess it's fine. And Cartridge of Strengths you will probably cast a little bit later. Okay, well, sure. This deck is just super good. Probably among the best deck I've ever drafted so far, and we'll just go for an 8/8 mana base. Alright, well, sure. I'll take it. I hope you guys enjoyed the draft. This was definitely cool to draft and fairly easy, actually. It's been quite a bit of time since I had such an easy and strong draft, but I'll take it. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and see you for round Uno.